Hey guys, this is Mani Karthik here. Welcome to another episode of Blogging 101. In this episode, we talk a little bit about how to find the right host for your blog. In the previous episode, we talked about how to find the right domain. If you haven't watched it yet, please go ahead and watch it. It's right here. Now, when it comes to hosting, there are two options available. One is a regular web host, and number two is an actual WordPress optimized blogging host. What is the difference between the two? A regular web host is a typical hosting company where you share a space and you have to build things from ground up. This is where you hire a web designer or a web developer and grow things and build things from ground up. While as in a blogging optimized environment, what you do is you just start off by installing WordPress, which comes pre-installed in most of these web hosts. That is optimized for blogging, and you set up your blog by just giving in your information and clicking a few buttons. So it's a lot more easy, it's a lot more optimized for blogging, which is why I'd recommend a WordPress optimized host. Now that you're clear about what is a host that you're looking for, let's look at which are the best ones out there that you can start your blogging journey with. So in my experience, 10 plus years blogging, I've tried pretty much everything from the cheapest WordPress hosting solution to the most expensive one. So all of this that I'm talking about comes from my experience and is not in any way an endorsement or product placement or a paid endorsement as such. It's just my experience I'm sharing with you guys. So feel free to criticize, or if you have any more comments or suggestions, let me know in comments. Alright, so the first and the best WordPress host that I recommend for people who are starting out with blogging is Godaddy. You probably know this from the domain name video, but Godaddy does a lot more than domain names, and WordPress optimized host is one of those packages that they sell. And I really like this package because it's really easy to set up. You don't need any kind of technical know-how to get started with blogging. It's as easy as just pressing a few buttons and you would be live in about a few minutes. And it's super cheap. For example, in India, it's only about rupees 100 per month. And that's as cheap as it can get with WordPress optimized hosting. There's a limit of 25,000 visitors per month, but that's okay. I think for anyone who's starting out, that is a big number. You have a lot of room out there to grow. So I think people who start out blogging can stay with GoDaddy for a decent number of years, and later when you grow your traffic, you can move out to a big environment like a Kinsta or Bluehost. So which happens to be my second recommendation, Bluehost. It is super simple, just like GoDaddy. Getting up and setting up on Bluehost is very easy. It's just a matter of just pressing a few buttons and answering a few questions, like for example, giving your blog name and things like that. And they have a super optimized environment for WordPress. So if you are starting out blogging, Bluehost may be the solution for you. Just that I've had some previous issues with Bluehost, which is why I'm putting it on the number 2 position. Issues as in they resolved it very quickly. They have a super strong technical team and they're very responsive to messages like support and live chat. But despite that, there is a little bit of technical know-how that is required in order to survive with Bluehost. But if you have it, then I think it's a great environment for starting out your blogging journey. But otherwise, GoDaddy is the perfect solution. Now, the third recommendation I have is Kinsta. The link is in the description. Basically, Kinsta is a super optimized WordPress environment for blogs that have a lot of traffic. So for example, my blog manikarthik.com is put up on Kinsta. It has about 300,000 views, which is unique hits every month. So that's a lot of traffic, and Kinsta does a good job of handling all that traffic without any downtime or hitches. And even if I've had any issues in the past, they are very responsive. There's always somebody who's going to help you with rectifying that problem, and they're always an expert in WordPress system. So most of the time you don't have to even explain the problem. They would already know what the problem is, and they would offer me solutions very quick. So I'm super happy with Kinsta. But the problem is it's a little bit expensive. It's about $200 per month, which is about 12,000, I believe, 12,000 to 15,000 per month in terms of rupees. So I don't think you have to go ahead with Kinsta at this point, but it's okay to start with GoDaddy or Bluehost for that matter. And later, once you have the right kind of traffic, when you have the right kind of content which needs to be scaled, and if you have some kind of a problem, like for example some downtimes just because you have a lot of traffic coming in, that's when you move to a host like Kinsta. So there you have it, guys, my 3 recommendations for blogging hosting environments, or WordPress host, that is. Go ahead and check it out. The links are in the descriptions. Make sure that you look at the reviews and you do a good study before you make your decision. Make sure that you start slow. In my opinion, going lean and mean is the best way to scale your blog. Don't go in and buy the most expensive solution or the cheapest solution just because they are cheap or expensive. Look for the features that is out there and see if that is actually useful for you and if it fits your use case scenario. If you're a blogger, GoDaddy is very good to start out with, and if you reach any limitations, if you go beyond that 25,000 limit in users per month, you can always move to another solution like Bluehost or Kinsta, or even upgrade to one of their other packages, which is even cheaper. I think they have about 4 packages, one starting from rupees 100 per month, another to 500 and things like that. So there's always solutions available. It's just about how you make use of these solutions and make the right decisions, which is why I insist on going for a WordPress host right from day one. So if you have a GoDaddy account, make sure that you check out the packages and make the right decision. Let me know if you have any comments in the comment section, or email me, or maybe Twitter me or something like that. It's all there on my website, manikarthik.com or dailyseoblog.com. Have a wonderful journey. We'll see you in the next episode of this blogging series. Talk soon. Bye-bye.